What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/ChoosingBeggars. Alright, this story's called I am too snobbish to be called Monsieur, but not too snobbish to register with unemployment agency and apply for unemployment benefits. My first real post on Reddit? English isn't my first language, but I hope my best efforts will make me understandable and you awesome people will excuse me for my miswriting. Don't hesitate to teach me though. I aim to have fluent English. Also, since I like it when people give little explanations on how things work in their country, I try to do the same. Tell me if it's too much. From March 2020 to September, I was working as a civic service, a voluntary system with a small allowance, at France's governmental employment agency, which registers unemployed people, helps them find jobs, and provides them with financial supports. My mission was to be at the free access computers in the reception room, helping the job seekers to use computer equipment, their personal internet space, and carry out frequent procedures. Because of the job's nature and target public, I mainly deal with poor-income people, students, young adults starting their active life, refugees, old people, boomers, stuff like that. In my first week, a tall white dude in his 40s arrives, dressed like a big business chairman and walking like a rooster in heat season, and demands at the receptionist to put him on the list, as nobody understands what the heck he calls the list, nor what he wants or why he demands anything. The receptionist asks him the first thing any receptionist must ask. Are you registered to be? He isn't, so the receptionist details what he needs to do. Get on PE's website, click the register page, and fill the form. If he wants, he can use the agency's free access computers, and the civic service person can help him if he needs it. Normal stuff. After a few seconds of staring at the receptionist, he walks to the computer, takes some time to figure out that the big computer screens with big tactile and touch here text and everyone around touches with their fingers is in fact tactile. And then he stays here, immobile as a statue, in front of a screen presenting different big buttons like register or access my personal space. At this point, I just finished with the job seeker I was with, so I walk up to this posh guy. I can't translate this to English correctly, but imagine this guy talking like an annoying dandy from a satiric movie about social classes. Hello, do you need help? I need to, register. Although I don't like this idea, so can you put me on the list? I see. You can hit the register button in the top left corner. This will open the registration form. He proceeds to hit the button. The form opens. There's a preliminary page where you must answer a few questions. Nothing fancy when explained in simple words. Are you available for searching for a job right now or not? Do you receive unemployment allowances from another EU country or not? Are you under professional reintegration contract or not? Have you ever been registered at PE? Posh guy is obviously annoyed by those questions, but I explained to him that these questions allow the site to know if you can be registered and which form you need. Here comes the first page of the form. The classic everyone sees for anything requiring a minimum of legal and civil info. Name, family name, birth date and place, nationality, residence permit number if foreign, social security number, contact info, postal address, blah blah blah. Nothing new for that kind of service. But he stops at the first element. You must choose if you must be referred to as Monsieur or Madame. A little French language course might be needed here. Those are just formal French words any formal or legal text or person uses to refer to anyone. It's like Mr. and Mrs. You receive a letter, it's addressed to Monsieur or Madame, family name, etc. Nothing unexpected here. Posh guy is a male, so he should choose Monsieur and continue, right? Well, he doesn't do it. Now, you may be thinking, maybe he identifies as female, so he wants to choose Madame. Or he identifies as neither of these and... No. Can I have something different from monsieur? Sorry? Allow me to express myself better. I don't want you to call me monsieur. You can choose madame instead. No, I just wouldn't want to be called by a monsieur. What do you mean? Well, I'm afraid it would be incongruous for you to call me monsieur because that would make me, how to say, it would sound as if I were a commoner, you see? At this point, I'm staring at him, wondering if he possibly lived in a cave since 1789 and missed the memo about the French Revolution, and the one about abolition of privileges, and the one for the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. Or maybe that's because he never set a valid postal address by not indicating if he wanted to be referred as Monsieur or Madame. Who knows? But then he continued. I mean, wouldn't that be ludicrous to address each other like some citizens, as if we were back in post-revolution? So I guess he missed no memo, apart from how people address each other for the past 2 centuries. After making clear that no, you can't be addressed by any other words other than monsieur or madame, he reluctantly proceeds to choose monsieur, as any damn French person does, and fills a few other elements. About halfway through the first page, with just basic civil info to provide. So you will add me to the list after I complete this page? I'm not sure which list you refer to, but no, there's a few more pages to fill up after that one. What do you mean? Well, after that one, we will have to create you a username and password since it's the first time you register at PE. Then we will need to detail your past 5 years of work, education, sick leave, paid days off. Then indicate if and how you have allowances from other systems like parental support, disabled workers, if you've been domiciled abroad in the past economic year, and finally detail what you're searching for in a job. And there's a final multiple choice questionnaire to help us know exactly what you need from us and how we can help you in any way. Posh guy is getting all offended and annoyed. Wait. You're just supposed to put me on the list. Nothing else. Which list are you talking about? Well, the list. List of what? The list of people you owe money. Why would we owe you money? Because I do not work. I don't need it, never had, and never will. Sir, being unemployed alone doesn't grant you any allowance. In fact, it is the accumulation of your contributions to the unemployment fund via your income from your previous professional activities that entitles you to get PE's allowance. If you have never worked in your life, you won't be granted any of PE's allowances. But if you need allowances to get through your life, you can contact the CAF, or it's the Family Allowance Fund, as they can grant you the minimal allowance if you're denied here. You'll just need to provide proof that you have been denied all allowances here, as well as any other form of revenue elsewhere, basically. He didn't like this idea and went off. Some people despise being under RSA because for some people, it really is the very last thing you can get. Usually, refugees and families in need are happy to be granted that, but Posh guy who can't bear to be called monsieur? Though, how can he be so over his head but still walk in the damn National Unemployment Agency to beg for money? This, I don't know, but it always makes a funny story to tell. I hope you enjoyed it. See, that is a pretty choosing beggar. Like, what? I thought monsieur was fancy, but then again, to me as an uncivilized American, anything French sounds fancy to me. It's because y'all add like a whole bunch of unnecessary syllables, and there's also lots of throatiness to it. Sounds fancy. Alright, this story's called Sure, I'll give you a lift while you're looking for a car. 1 year later. So this is my partner's cousin. He had just turned 18 and got an office job straight out of college. Similar times to me, and sort of on my way to work. I take about a 10 to 15 minute detour to pick him up and drop him off. His mother asked him if I could give him a lift to work and back since she works late. I said it was fine. It's nice that he's finally got a job. To start off with, he was good, punctual, was always waiting outside his house and work when I got there. Smooth transition. Then, after about 8 months of doing it, he got a bit sloppy. Started getting up late, not telling me he's got a lift home with someone else he works with while I'm outside his office. Not all the time, but about once or twice a week. I pulled him up on it. He was a bit defensive about it, but eventually apologized and he started being good again. Now comes to last week. I am no longer giving him a lift due to his rudeness. I started feeling really rough on Sunday, flu-like symptoms, and told my work that I won't be in. I tried calling my partner's cousin a few times, but he didn't answer. So I sent a voicemail around midday saying that I won't be at work, so he'll have to find a lift there. This is how the conversation went. Hey mate, sorry I can't give you a lift to work tomorrow. I'm off sick. Got the flu that's going around at the moment. Probably worth getting a taxi for tomorrow. I'll keep you updated about the rest of the week. Cheers. Bye. I got no reply for the rest of Sunday, so I assumed he must have sorted something out. But I wake up at 8 a.m. on Monday morning to 6 missed calls and 2 voicemails. Where are you? I'm standing outside and you're 20 minutes late. I didn't get to work today. It's a big meeting. Hello? Pick up your damn phone. Where are you? I can't be late today. After I heard those, I was a bit annoyed, but rang him back straight away, sounding like the Grudge with a super sore throat. Hey mate, sorry I was asleep. Still feeling really crap. Did you not get my voicemail yesterday? I saw it, but I haven't listened to it because I didn't want to spend credit listening to voicemails. Are you still coming? Mate, definitely not. I can't get up without my head feeling like it's about to burst. Have you not sorted the lift out? What am I supposed to do then? How am I getting to work? You can call a taxi. How did you get there before when I've been off on holiday? I'm not paying money to get to work. It makes no sense to spend money to earn money. How do you think everyone else gets to work then? I was chuckling a bit at this, shocked that he said that. How did you get to work when I'm not working before? I tell people in advance when you're letting me down so that they can help. What do you mean letting you down? I have holidays like everyone else, just like you did a few weeks ago. Whatever. Can you call a taxi up for me? A fast one, because I need to be at work in 20 minutes. Are you serious? Call your own taxi up. I'm not your parent. So are you gonna send me money for it then? I shouldn't have to pay for a taxi when you should be the one taking me to work for free. What? No, you're 19, not 12. I've been nice enough to give you a free lift to work this long. You don't even pay for rent at your parents' house, and you've not even mentioned about your car search for ages. I'm going back to bed. You need to sort this out. He started to get angry down the phone, but I hung up. He tried ringing me again, but I put my phone on silent. I wasn't in the mood to argue with him. Thankfully, my partner was livid at the situation and had a chat with his mom about it, who apparently had been giving cousin £10 a week to give to me for giving him a lift. He's been pocketing it this whole time. It's been a week later, and I've yet to receive an apology or text from cousin. Hopefully he will sometime. Okay, so I'm assuming it takes place over the course of a year. Dude, that means that's like at least 500 pounds he missed out on. All I know is that kid was an ungrateful punkaroni. Alright, this story's called Aunt Wants Free Art 'Cause Family. I'm a 15-year-old female and I've started selling digital art commissions in July. My aunt knew about it from my dad and the conversation went like that. I heard you're accepting art commissions. Yeah, it's going good so far. I've sold X commissions already. Oh, that's cool. Congrats. I was wondering if you could do portraits of my kids. She has 4 kids, thinking she wants to buy the portraits. Oh, sure, I'd be happy to do that. Would you like separate paintings of each of them or one with all of them? Do you have a picture in mind? I would love a family portrait, actually, if you can do that. Here's some pics I have in mind. She shows me the pics, which are full body total of 6 people. Oh, these are awesome and really good references. That'll be $65. I usually charge $40 for one full body portrait. I do digital realism, but because she's my aunt and I know they don't currently have a good financial situation, I lowered the price from what would be around $220 to $240 to $65. And this is her response. Her facial expression turns nasty. What do you mean $65? You mean it's not a gift? Oh, I thought you wanted to support me by commissioning me. Well, I don't think I'll have time for a free painting of 6 people. Maybe later on. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. So you're doing paintings for strangers, but you don't want to do a painting for your auntie? It's great practice for you after all, if anything. You're the one who has to ask my permission to draw my family. I'm so disappointed your dad never taught you to respect adults. Then she went out of my room and slammed the door. But, me being me, I got really mad and got out of the room after her. Look, I don't think I'll ever actually end up doing anything free for you. Also, if anything, you are the one being disrespectful for my work, and your work isn't even that good. Now stop being rude and go to your room. You are not gonna tell me what to do in my parents' house. And you better watch your own manners before picking on somebody else's. She got red as if she was going to explode. Then Dad came and found the situation hilarious, but still got mad at me because he agreed that I was being disrespectful. Honestly, whatever. We got some r/ChoosingBeggars content out of this. Yikes, that is just a situation that would not be fun to be in, I think, in my opinion, probably. But that's cool, starting a little business at that age. I hope it grows up, I hope you're successful, and I hope you make hella, money. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.